Hi, welcome to Car and Mechanical. Today I'm going to show you how to replace the battery in your Audi A4 B6 and other models this may well apply to as well. And to start with, I'm just going to show you that the key is not working. This is actually with a freshly replaced battery that I did just after I got the car because of the key wasn't quite working all of the time. So I thought, okay, flat battery just needs replacing. I've done it loads of times before and no joy. But what you have to do here is, as well as unlocking it manually, you have to put the key in the ignition to open the rest of the doors, the boot as well. And I'm just going to go across to the boot as well, just to show you on the rear hatch that the rear release function on that isn't working either. So we need to lock the car manually. We can see that that part's working. So let's go across to the key. So we need to separate the key unit apart. So I'm going to use a screwdriver which you put in, pry and pull the unit apart. If you've got something soft and plastic, it's not going to end up getting the damage mine's had onto it. Mine's been taken apart various times by various owners. It's got 200,000 miles on the car nearly. You then split that unit apart and you're then going to remove the battery and we can pop a new one in. Now these are CR2032 batteries. You can get them nice and cheaply online. Now let's test the voltage on this battery. I mentioned that this was a new one I put in a few months ago and I had no joy on it. And that's why. I mean, they're only getting 2.88 volts. These should be seeing 3 volts straight out of the packet. So let's get another new one and let's check that out. So with the other new one, I hook that one up quickly and the voltage I see off that is over 3. So it's 3.2. So already it's looking a bit more promising that this should work when we swap it in. So you put it in with the positive side facing up and the key guides you towards that. You then clip the two sides together, you put the key back together, and we're going to go out to the car in a minute and see if it's working or not. Now if your battery's a little bit flat, this might just be all you need to do. However, if it's gone completely dead, you may have to resync it. So as we put this key back together, and looking at this key, it's horrible. It's so scratched up compared to my other A3 key. I can't believe this one's seen so much damage. Right, so we're outside. None of the buttons are working. Nothing's flashing opening. If we put the key in, we're going to unlock it. Now ignore the fact I went side to side on that. You only have to do it the unlock route. So to resync it, you're going to put it into the ignition. You're going to turn it to position 1. Then when it's in position 1, you're going to hold the unlock button for 20 to 30 seconds. So we're going to skip across in a second here and move some of it ahead. But you hold it in the unlock position for 20 to 30 seconds. And I've seen a few comments saying sometimes to press it a few times after whilst it's in the ignition. I didn't find that to be necessary. So we're going to take the key out and let's see if it locks and unlocks. So we now have the key locking and unlocking. If we come out of the car, let's close the door and see if the central locking function works. So that is now working. Now, if you hold it down all the way, I've got the function set up within VCDS that will wind the windows down, and when you lock it and hold it, it will wind the windows up. We'll go across to the rear hatch as well. So one of the functions on this, that will release the rear hatch, so you could just pull that up. I'm not sure if it should go all the way up with the dampers being a bit worn out or not, but as you can see I've not had to click the unlocking function underneath the boot. I can just lift the boot up through the key, releasing that there, and that's done, and you can see it's locking. Now the very last thing, I was considering replacing this key with a B7 key which is nicer and newer. You can see it's quite worn out and it's quite scratched and there's bits that are worn off. I bought a key cover for £1 off of eBay delivered and it neatens things up just a little bit. And as a very last measure, one of the things that I did, I just used a little bit of paint to fill the rings in and tighten the key up so when it does have the key cover on, it looks nice again. Okay guys, that's it for this quick repair. This is a very cheap job to do. You can get these batteries literally for 10 for £1. Just make sure not to use old ones like I initially tried. I hope you found this video useful. If you have, please hit the like button. If you think this video would be handy to anyone else, please share it out to them. And if you'd like to see more videos like this, please hit the subscribe button. But more than anything, thank you for watching.